All right. Welcome back to this step by step once again of teaching in the American classrooms. Uh, as I shared before, the first step is gathering your documents. The second step is making an application. And I shared about 66 agencies or sponsors that you are supposed to make an application so that you start the journey of coming. Now, after starting after finishing the application, the first thing that happens is the interview process. So the first time they interact with you is they will ask you to tell them about yourself. So the first question, tell me about yourself. Now, how do you go about this? And this is a question that can either make or break the interview process because it's all about you, they want. And so, what kind of person are you? And so that they can decide whether to proceed with you or not proceed with you. So, I have three sections. I've uh, differentiated uh, this live in three sections. The first section is the tips, the important tips that you should bear in mind when answering this question. The next one is uh, what should you avoid, like things that to avoid uh, saying or doing during this interview process. And then lastly, I'll give an example of or a sample of an answer that you are expected to give. Okay? All right, so um, let me share what I have. So okay, now the strong tip or tips for a strong answer is highlight international perspective. Highlight international perspective. You know, you are an international teacher and you should behave like one. So emphasize how your background brings a unique and valuable perspective to the classroom. Be creative and look around and see what are you bringing to the table of American classroom coming from Africa. Number two, showcase adaptability. Are you somebody who is rigid, who cannot change, or who is affected by change? Okay. So US schools value teachers who can adapt to new environments and diverse student needs. Okay. So show in that interview that you are one like that. Okay. Next is demonstrate commitment to growth. Are you somebody who is rigid or who is stagnant, who cannot show any kind of improvement or growth? So convey your willingness to learn new methods and integrate into a new educational system. Okay. Then number four, share achievements. So how will they know the achievement if you don't share? So briefly mention specific accomplishments that demonstrates your initiative and results. I'm going to share with you an example of that, and then you see what I mean. Next is, as the last one, is connect to the school's values. So show that you understand and align with the school's mission, such as diversity, inclusion, or innovativeness or innovation. So first of all, you have to do some kind of research and know, what does this school stand for? Okay, what is the mission? What is the vision of this school? Okay, so that when you're answering a question, you know exactly what they want. Okay, that's a tip that is very important. Do the background check. That is it. Now, what do you avoid during this interview process? Don't give a generic or unprepared answer. Okay? Avoid giving a vague or generic response that could apply to anyone. Do not generalize because you are specific. You are somebody special. Personalize your answer to reflect your unique background, skills, and motivation for teaching internationally. Everybody has his or her own motivation. What motivated you is not what motivated me. So you have a unique perspective. Okay, it's number one. Number two, don't overlook researching the school. That's what I've already just said. So failing to research the specific school or district shows a lack of preparation and interest. So tailor your answer to align with the school's values, mission, and student population. So do a little bit of research on that. Next one is don't criticize previous employers or systems. Do not say, I'm coming there because here we don't have, or I'm sick and tired of this remote area, working conditions, poor working conditions, poor pay. Yeah? Do not criticize. Do not criticize. Okay. Never speak negatively about your past schools, your colleagues, or the education system in Kenya. So focus on positive experiences and what you've learned, not complaints and or grievances. Okay. All right. Next is don't ignore cultural adaptability. You remember, as I told you in our previous coverage, that you are a J1 teacher. J1 is exchange teacher, cultural and exchange teacher. So don't neglect to mention your openness to new cultures, all right, and educational practices. So US schools value teachers who are adaptable and culturally responsible, all right? That is very, very important. All right, next is do not forget to show enthusiasm. Yeah. Avoid sounding uninterested or as if you are not, or you are only applying out of necessity. Show genuine enthusiasm for teaching and for opportunity to work in a new educational environment. Enthusiasm. Okay. All right. Next. Now, this is the sample answer. Let me give my name as in that sample. Okay, tell me about yourself. Thank you for the opportunity. My name is Eliud, and I am a passionate educator from Kenya with over 10 years of teaching experience in biology education, teaching grades 9 through 12. I hold a bachelor's degree in education, and I have taught in both urban and rural settings, which has given me a deep appreciation for diversity and adaptability in the classroom. You know, that's a very strong paragraph to start with. Yeah. Then you proceed by saying that throughout my career, the 10 years that you have talked about, I've been committed to creating inclusive and engaging learning environments. I use a variety of teaching strategies to cater to different learning styles. And I enjoy integrating technology and real-world examples to make lessons relevant and exciting to my students. All right? So you try to entice them with your words. Okay? Next, you finish by saying, or you continue by saying, one of my proudest achievements, that's now when you are sharing your achievements. One of my proudest achievements was leading a project that improved literacy rates in my school by 20% through after-school reading clubs and parental involvement. This experience taught me the value of community and collaboration, qualities I know are highly valued in the US schools. You see, ukiongea hivyo umeweka kwa mtego. So next, lastly, then you will say that I'm particularly excited about the opportunity to teach in the United States because I believe my education or international perspective and experience working with diverse student population will enrich your school community. All right? I'm eager to learn from my colleagues, share my cultural background, and contribute to a global learning environment. I am adaptable, enthusiastic, and committed to lifelong learning qualities that I believe will help me succeed in an international teacher in your school. Right? Then you end at that point. So you speak really quick, but this statement will give them halo impression that you are a really passionate teacher. So that's all that you need to know at this time. I will come back again with another tip of an interview process because now we want you to succeed in an interview process, which is a very important step in this application process. Bye, stay tuned and subscribe and share.